Good morning, guys, and welcome. My name's Connor. This is Hotheads Media. We bring you the latest and greatest from our dynamic industry. We do the hard work so you don't have to. Today, we're going to talk about the new Andis drop, which is the Andis Phenom. Now, this is a clipper and trimmer drop. Just for a reference, let's show you a quick picture. So you can now get the Phenom in black and gold. It comes with interchangeable bodies. Keeping up to date with a lot of the new clippers this year and in the past couple of years, which have dropped with new bodies, new kits that are interchangeable. It comes with a high-speed 7000 SPM brushless motor. It's got a DLC phase blade and a 22 teeth cutter for reduced heat. Like I say, it's got the interchangeable bodies. It runs at 2.5 hours. It's got a lithium battery that runs at 2.5 hours. And for me, I don't know if that's relevant these days. There's clippers out there that are running at 5 hours, 4 hours. That seems like a standard run time at the minute. So 2.5 for me seems a little lacking within the power and the battery life. And what I will say though is the fact that this is probably the best looking clipper I would say Andis have made. It's going back to like a squarer body and it seems quite ergonomic within the hand. They haven't really been designing many clippers that I would say are standout pieces in the past few years, even performance and look wise. And Andis used to rule the roost. They used to be really heavy hitters within the barbering game. And with the new clipper companies that have come around in the past 5 years plus, they have seen a slow decline in sales and they just haven't been hitting like they used to. Now, they are trying to keep up with industry standards, start doing the interchangeable, the bodies and the new design, which is okay, but it definitely still isn't as up to date as some of the new clippers that have recently been released. It has a low runtime for me, so I don't think that's going to make a major impact on the industry and on the market. There are better, cheaper clippers you can get with a longer lasting runtime, but I do like the fact that Andis are changing it up a little bit and moving away from their basic designs that they have been putting out. Now, they call it the Phenom because it's short for phenomenal. They actually did some sort of competition where people were allowed or could enter a name to pick this new clipper name, and that's what they came up with, which was the Phenom, short for phenomenal. And is it phenomenal? I think the industry are going to be the judges of that. Personally, I'm not the biggest fan of Andis. The trimmer looks good. But do I believe the clipper's going to be any good? It's probably going to be okay. The price is a lot better. I believe it's dropping at around about $150 for the clipper, which you sometimes see the Andis clippers when they are released, they're astronomical prices, way in the $200 mark. And obviously when you get that released in the UK, that's still 180, 150 Great British pounds. So they tend to be quite an expensive clipper, but I think the market is dictating the price at the minute, and the clippers that are well priced, that are good for their money, are selling a lot better than some of the higher prices. So they have had a look at that, and they are coming out at more of a sustainable cost to barbers across the globe. One thing a lot of people aren't talking about is the fact that the head is detachable on the clipper, so you can put the different heads on that you can get. They've got a new blade system, which means you can interchange the blades and you can swap the blades out with some like a phase blade, even different blades by like Stylecraft or anything like that. It's got the standard 2 holes, which they never used to have. And you can then still flip the head off it, so you can have interchangeable interchangeable heads on it. So something I've never really favoured being from the UK. We don't have to go through the education system like you guys do, using the heads that flip on and off. We can just use one sort of clipper, and it's like a non-detachable head, so we can pass any courses that we go and do in the UK by just using a standard clipper. And I know you guys, it's slightly different. So I know it's a lot more popular in America, but over here, the flip off, flip on heads are just not something that really catches on. But I do like the idea of the new blade system that you can just basically put whatever blade on, any industry standard blade that you want. Yeah, there's a few things I like about it. There's a few things that I don't like about it. I still think Andis are quite lacking in many areas. But I'm going to play you a little video now so you can have a further in-depth look at it. And then I'm going to reference a good review of it if you want to have a look a little bit more in depth about the Andis Phenom. I do like the look of the trimmer, but a lot of the trimmers are very similar these days. They all come with like a skeleton head and, you know, a blade that you can, you know, like really work with for outlining and designs. That's the one thing I do like about it. But again, the market's going to decide whether this is a good clipper or not. So let me transition over and I'll show you this video. Also, they can be used even though it's got the new blade system and it's got the new and it's got the detachable heads. You can use the favored purple guards on this. They're magnetic purple guards. Again, for me, that's not something I really favor, the magnetic purple guards, but I know people who use Andis like them. Interesting. It's definitely going to be one to have a look at for the year. But again, I already believe there's going to be some better releases already this year. So if you want to see a further review of this, go to the Woodshed Barber, and this is his Andis Phenom clipper review. This is a great review here. I've already watched it. That was recommended to me by the 1 Minute Barber. He shared it on his YouTube channel. If you don't know who that is, go and follow him. And if you can, at the same time, go and drop the Woodshed Barber review. See that you can see it, it's flicking off. And yeah, both of them great people to go and follow. But really, really interesting clipper this year in 2025. Now, for our British fans and our British community here, basically Salon Business and the Salon, the British Hair Consortium, they're organising like a bit of a rally. So let's read this. With the spring forecast on the horizon, the British Hair Consortium says the government must urgently halve the VAT salons pay on labour costs to 10% to help them overcome the existential crisis they're facing. So the Save Our Salons, which is SOS, rally at Parliament Square is hoped to show Rachel Reeves how important this is for the hair and beauty industry. So if you want to join them, if you want to go and join the rally, salon owners, employers action will take place at the Parliament Square Garden meeting at 12:45 on March the 17th, 2025. I'm wondering, is that St. Patrick's Day? I can't remember, but March 17th anyway, at Parliament Square Garden. A map of the exact location is available here, so you'd have to go to Salon Business and get the link there. So protesters are urged to attend wearing black cutting gowns or black uniforms. The slogan for the protest is going to be SOS, Save Our Salons, and signs relaying this message are encouraged. Everybody knows every hairdresser and barber in the country consistently wears black, so they're just going to be turning up in their own clothes probably. The British Hair Consortium would like anyone who has fold-up chair to bring it along and aim for the people sitting down, having a hair and beauty service performed. That's a bit of great marketing for Percy chairs. So if you are listening to this, Percy, and you are watching this, maybe get involved with them, because Percy are the ones that are like really movable. You can take them anywhere, you know, fold them up. They're like, you know, compact, and then you can put them anywhere. So that's a great selling point for you, Percy. But yeah, so the British Hair Consortium would like those interested in intending to protest to sign up via the form in the link in the bio. So they can go to Salon Business and you can follow that, or search the British Hair Consortium and you will find the link. And that is SOS. SOS. Will you be in Parliament Square protesting for our industry on Monday, March 17th? And most Mondays people are closed anyway. So if you are in the local area, why not go? So a bit more clipper news. JRL, they're rumoured to launch a new clipper, releasing the new Super Clipper Summer of 2025. That will be yet to be seen. So this is a post by the I Am the Barber plug. So basically they're saying that after releasing the Onyx Clipper, fans have been waiting for the next big release from JRL. The next release could come potentially have a hefty upgrade to the motor, a new design and a different current model. Now, I'm never going to speculate too much on these new clipper drops and stuff like that. What will happen is the market will decide whether this is a good clipper or not. People are very tribalistic when it comes to clippers for some unknown reason, and branding. People like certain ones and they don't like to go use anything else, and they basically say all of the clippers are not for them or they're shit. And basically they'll have never tried a clipper, but because they're so used to using Wall, Andis, T-Pob, Stylecraft, Gamma, JRL, they don't even want to try anything else. So unfortunately, we do suffer with a bit of tribalism in the barbering industry. And basically, I've just got to a point where now I'm going to let the market decide. If the sales are good, that obviously means it's a good clipper. And that's basically what I'm going to go on. So yeah, JRL forecast to launch a new clipper. Let's see how well it does. It'd be interesting to see what the new model is. Personally, for me, the JRL Onyx is a good clipper, but I don't like the circular shape. If I was going to pick one that I wanted with the same performance or better, I would go for the TPOB Play. They're very, very similar. And for me, the TPOB Play is more ergonomic. It's the squarer shape that I like. And yeah, they're both great clippers, but again, let's just let the market decide. So Artero, have any of you guys heard about this? If you've been watching the channel for the past year or so, we've talked briefly on different Artero tools. So they're just about to release a new clipper. Now, you have to just drop down in the comments whether you like the look of this clipper or you think this is going to be an industry standard, because I know what my opinion is on it straight away before even testing it. Again, this is a biased opinion just from general looks. I don't know how it performs. But let me play this video for you and then we'll talk about it after. So that basically is the new Artero Gotham. Now, let's just turn the music down on this when we play it. Personally, for me, that looks so outdated, it is unreal. They say it's going to be a long-lasting. They say it's going to be a long-lasting battery life, and that's one of the things. See, with the Gotham, the battery lasts. Now, the clippers look really outdated. They don't look very cool. The colours are not very cool either. You might get a bit of a sale on either one that wants to be a bit out there, which are the lighter colours. The black one is just horrible. Realistically, Artero, you haven't probably done a good clipper there. I can imagine the market's probably not going to jump at the fact that you've just released this new clipper. Yeah, again, let's just see what the sales say, but personally, it says it's an ultra quiet motor, maximum performance, allows you to cut with precision. It's got the detachable blade. Again, that's not really for me, but some people like it. Available in green, black and pink. Yeah, not for me. The design's not very cool. It looks a bit, the rubber I do like the outside body in terms of like the feel probably. But yeah, not really for me. I'm sorry, Artero, but look. Let me know if you guys purchase this, what the price is like, and if you guys like it or not. So moving on. Andis. We've been talking about Andis a lot this year. Well, this show anyway. And did you know that Andis never really have to sell any clippers? They haven't been selling loads for the past few years. Their models have been a bit outdated. And I wonder if it's because the fact that they don't actually need to sell any clippers. They make more money a year on the sale of Cool Care, which is their basically clipper side, their disinfectant and cleaning stuff, than they do on selling clippers. And in America, Cool Care is massive. Like, it is obviously the leading selling clipper spray and cleaning stuff. In the UK, I personally would use like Barberside or Clipperside, normally Clipperside, because what is it called? Kool-Aid or whatever you call it. That's a little bit more expensive. But yeah, they don't actually have to sell any clippers because they do so much money on their cleaning stuff. So this is a Blade Care, is that what you call it? So yeah, it's cool. Yeah, Cool Care's sold well over $10 million for Andis on Amazon alone in 2024. This was 5 times more than any other clipper cleaning supply. So TPOB says, with the clippers they've been putting out, it's a good job really, lol. It is funny, to be fair, that they do make more money on this than they do on clippers, and it's a good job that this is sustaining the company, because if the Phenom drops and it's a bit of a dead release, then again it's just another clipper, and this aren't putting out with good reviews or any any real thought. They say it's thought process, but any really innovation behind it. Again, for me, the best ones, they've released in the past 10 years are Slimline Pros, and I haven't used them for many years because it's much better. But look, Masters is a big seller, but again, they don't have to sell it because they sell so much on Cool Care or Kool-Aid or whatever you call it, that it thankfully keeps it afloat. Interesting though, Maybe getting into like some clipper cleaning company would probably be the way to go. Right, so we talked the other week about the Tomb 45 and the Babyliss drop. So if you want to get your chance to win a set of these, Chris & Sons are bringing you a chance to win it. They're doing a giveaway, so they're giving you the ultimate drop, a chance to win the unreleased Babyliss Pro Tomb 45 clipper trimmer. Be one of the first to get it in your hands. Do before it even hits the shelves. So obviously you can get it in America, but this is specifically for my UK fans or UK community. So follow Chris & Sons UK plus Chris & Sons Pro. Tag 3 barbers in the comments. Each tag 1 entry. Bonus share this post to your story and tag us for an extra entry. So you've got till the 21st of March to get this in. So winner announced via DM. Chris & Sons, be aware of fake accounts. So that's that, if you want to get your chance to win that. And also, if you would like your chance to win, what would it be? It's win an entry into Brosh. This is basically a product brand that Danny & Co works with. But what you have to do is you have to go and purchase some Brosh from Chris & Sons, which I personally don't think it's a good marketing idea for them because they get loads of Brosh products sold. But people will jump at the chance. And the reason I'm sharing this is because I don't care if they go and sell many products or whatever. I've never used them. I don't know if they're any good or what. I get the idea of them selling the products to get you an entry in. I get that. But the best thing about this competition is you get the chance to work with Danny & Co. Now, he's got social media skills. He's obviously great at cutting hair. He's doing video and editing and everything like that. Now, that's the best bit about this, and you get to work closely with him for a year. So even though I don't condone brands selling their products like this or making you buy products to enter a competition, I do think it is worth it, because if you do win the chance to work with Danny & Co, I think that's going to be really beneficial. So let's play this video.
Hey, what's happening? It's Danny here from Danny & Co. Wow, we've got an amazing opportunity for you guys in the UK. Do you want to work for one of the world's coolest hair brands? Well, Brosh Japan is looking for ambassadors and content creators to join the team. All you have to do to enter is purchase some Brosh products from Chris & Sons using the discount code BROSH20. From there, jump on your social media, whether it's TikTok or Instagram, and create a tutorial or a review using these products. Please don't forget to use the hashtag Brosh20. There, we're going to sift through all the entries and choose a winner at this year's Barber Connect. You'll then be mentored by me on content creation for 6 months, as well as winning a DJI Osmo Pocket 3. This really is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Can't wait to see the entries, and good luck, guys.
So it is only for 6 months. I did say it was a year, but 6 months is better than nothing. You win a DJI Osmo Pocket 3, which is incredible. I'm probably going to get one. I would be probably entering this competition, but obviously I'm an ambassador for Insight, so I can't go and now be an ambassador for Brosh as well. And again, you know what? If you can and you feel like you are good at video editing, or you feel like you want to learn and you've got a little bit of skill, just enter. It's probably worth the purchase. And I don't know, normally it's picked on how many followers and everything like that you've got, but you've got to be in it to win it, as I always say. Yeah, that's pretty much it, I think, for the news today. But we've got a great hot topic today, which is really, really interesting, because this is a kind of a hot topic from last year. And the hot topic this week is the fact that when I was on, so I'm basically in a load of these Facebook forums and stuff, because it really keeps me in tune with what's going on in the industry, people's thoughts and opinions and everything. That's kind of what I only use Facebook for. And the founder of the British Master Barbers shared a post from last year, which is Nigel Farage, and he was looking at the crackdown on illegal workers within barbering boom. Now, I shared that video last year, so I'm not going to necessarily share it again. But you can scroll down my page, and if you want to see that video, you can scroll down, and it's the barbering boom, illegal workers, and basically they referenced there was 18,000 barbershops. Now let me show you the video. This is the one. Home Office crackdown on illegal workers after barbershop boom sees 18,000 barbershops in Britain. Now this is basically going on about illegal workers, basically illicit barbershops that are using for money laundering and, like illegal immigrants working in there. But the one thing they reference in this video was 18,000 barbershops, and this was from last year. So that is 2020, what are we in now? So that was 2024, potentially the end of 2023. So when I seen this post, it jogged my memory that we already had done something on this. And I thought, wouldn't it be a great hot topic this week to see how many barbershops there are now within the UK from 2023. So they referenced it being 18,000. And what I did is I asked ChatGPT, how many barbershops are there in Great Britain or the UK in 2025? And can you break it down for me? So what I'm going to do is let me show you what I found and what ChatGPT said, and we can talk about it. So what I asked was, how many barbershops are in the UK as of today? So as of today, 2023, as of today, January 2025, there are approximately 25,457 barbershops in the United Kingdom. That is an increase of to about 7,000 barbershops since Nigel Farage referenced the fact there was 18,000, and that's within a year. How mental is that? So this reflects the significant increase over recent years. Between 2017 and 2022, more than 3,500 barbershops opened across the UK, bringing the total to over 15,700 by 2022. This is upward trend continued, with the number of barbershops reaching approximately 19,404 by 2023. So 1,000, give or take 1,000, what Nigel Farage referenced. The latest data indicates that this growth has persisted, with the total number of barbershops now standing at 25,457 barbershops in the UK. Regionally, England accounts for the majority of these establishments with 21,405 barbershops. Scotland has 2,088 and Wales has 1,298 barbershops. That is absolutely incredible. This expansion on the number of barbershops underscores the robust growth and resilience of the UK's grooming industry in recent years. Wow, that is mad. It's mad to think. It is absolutely mad. So basically, what I did was I went from that and I tried to do some more research on growth trends, give you an idea about how many barbershops again have opened and closed within the past few years, get you as much information on all of this as I can. So in 2019, let's say, there was 18,000 to 18,500 barbershops. And this was a pre-COVID boom. Barbering culture was thriving at the time and skin fades and grooming were huge. So that's 2019, okay? So then we hit 2020, which is obviously COVID. We've seen a drop in barbershops to 17,000. And this is obviously due to COVID closures hit hard. Many independent shops shut down. So obviously barbershops across the country had to shut, but we had a decrease of maybe 2,000 to 3,000 barbershops actually close their doors in 2020. So in 2021, we've seen an uptake in barbershops. So around 500 barbershops then opened up again after the new COVID boom. This is new barbershops. So we were slow to rebuild. Mobile barbers and home services were on the rise because obviously people found out that having an actual shop with bricks and mortar was a liability. Unfortunately, the general idea of having a community barbershop where people came and congregated was no longer the ideal situation to run your barbershop. Home studios, mobile barbering seems to be on the uptick. So in 2022, we had an increase of another 1,000, which is now at 18,500. So the bounce back really begins now. Hybrid barbers such as shop, education and retail emerge. That's exactly what we did here. We started merging education, podcasting. We did the trainers for a little bit, which was retailed. Coffee, everything all under one roof, bringing people here. So 2023, we've seen again an uptick. This is in a continuous trend. This is 19,500 to 20,000 barbershops across the UK. That is Ireland, Scotland, Wales and England. So the cost of living crisis squeezes some shops, but demand holds steady. So that's 2023. And in 2024, we've seen again another uptick. We've seen a sharp rise to 22,000 barbershops across the UK. So digital booking systems had a massive impact on barbershops in 2024. Social marketing and social media and influencer barbers driving growth within the sector. So that's what happened in 2024. And as of today, which is 2025, we are in the 10th of March, we see 25,547 barbershops across the UK. So the sector is thriving, barbering is seen as an essential service and a cultural hub. That's a breakdown of barbershops. So I've got some growth insights for you now. So basically, barbering is one of the fastest growing parts of the UK hair industry. So post-pandemic, barbers evolved into a multi-service businesses, blending cuts and education, retail and content creation. Social media, especially TikTok and Instagram, has supercharged new barber startups. So more diverse ownership, increasing numbers of female barbershops, ethnic minority-owned shops and creative studio spaces has emerged. Events like barber battles, like we had at Great British Barber Bash the other week, barber boxing, shout out barber boxing, because that's really driving new people to the industry. And trade shows like Modern Barber, Salon International, HairCon have all driven culture and hype. Male grooming spend is up, with more guys seeing barbershops as a regular part of life and not just a quick cut. So that's basically a lowdown on barbershops, the increased number of it, and why they're sort of increasing. And I thought that was a great hot topic to get into this week. And that's basically it. But 25,547 barbershops is incredible. And how we are not getting the, along with hair salons, how we're not getting the support for our industry is incredible. But hey ho, hopefully it changes. So now we've got our Pro Tools 101. And today I wanted to work on something like slightly different. But this is basically product placement. Now, product placement is obviously products, whether you're selling clippers, trimmers, hair products, coffee, trainers, anything. Product placement is one of the most important things in your shop, where it be a hair salon, barbershop, or really any shop that sells any goods. So basically, product placement is really, really important. Now, when I first got into the hairdressing industry, when I was 15, 16 years old, I went away and my mum and dad had salons, but I went and worked for somebody else. And basically the reason I did this is because I could always go and learn what they knew and come back and learn what my parents knew. Now, one of the main things I learned from there was the fact that product placement was a big part, and product revenue was a big part of their business, what would you call it? Their business setup and how they run their business, and that all comes hand in hand with product placement. So I've got a couple products here that I'm going to show you. So obviously we're sponsored by Insight. So Insight have just done a new rebranding, and the branding is amazing. It looks amazing, and they've all gone glass. So this is all shatter resistant as well. So everything has either gone into glass tubs, glass bottles, or in like metal like tubes that you would find like your colour in. So we've got Eco Strong hairspray here. These are some of our best sellers. These are a curls defining cream. Incredible. Look at the packaging. It's absolutely amazing. It looks premium. This is our best seller, which is a matte pomade. This is a really, really good pomade. If anybody's interested in Insight, drop me a message. I can always set you up and get you some free samples sent out. See if you like it. And look, we are looking to take on more people throughout the country. You get a great markup on Insight. It's a premium brand, and you get a great markup on it as well. That's one thing I will say. And then these are like the metal tubes. So the branding is amazing. Now, if what basically I would say when you do product placement, right, is this is just a great tip. When you have got a client in the chair and you go over to your product station or your product setup, wherever you keep your products, you grab your product, you walk over to your client, or you grab a little bit of your product and you run it through their hair, or you spray it down and then you put it on the side. Now, the client doesn't know what you've used. A lot of people won't even ask. They just assume it's just some sort of product, and that's what it is. Now, product knowledge and product placement is so important to keeping a thriving business in 2025. The best thing to do is, rather than just picking it up and putting it back, or just picking a little bit out, bring your product over that you're using. As soon as you've used it, place it on your counter in front of your client. Now, that is the best form of marketing, because basically what that does is it shows the client the product that you've just used in your hair. And now we're all fantastic creatives. We do wonders with people's hair that they can't do at home. And when you style it up, or you finish the haircut and they go, wow, this is an incredible haircut, I look amazing, are those the products that you've used? Yep. You've sat the products down in front of them, and they can see what you've used, yeah? Now, that will organically get you a sale and get the client more interested in the product than if you put it back. If the client can't see what's in front of them, they will probably not even assume about the product that you're using. You've 50-50. Some people will and some people won't, but you've got a higher chance of selling that product if you place the product in front of them. It's also like we sell coffee in here. So we get the lads to and the girls to buy the coffee, or they get a free coffee. And what we do is we place them coffees on the counter in front of them. So it makes your client think, oh, do you know what? Maybe I'll have a coffee while I'm here. Maybe I'll do this. So that's what it's all about. Product placement is so important, and product knowledge is just as important, right? So knowing what your client wants and knowing how their hair reacts and knowing what's in the product. So the better and more information you can give to your client about the product itself when you place it in front of them helps, and why it's going to help them at home style their hair, that's what they want. Product placement and product knowledge is one of the most important ingredients into a thriving business, and you can make such a markup on products. People will make, and businesses will make a lot of money, nearly 50% of profits on their products rather than their services. So, quick tip, place your product in front of your client. Make sure they see what products you're using in your hair, in their hair. Even if it's 10 products, make sure you place it all in front of you. Organically, this will give your client an idea into what product they're using. You can start talking about the product. Oh, I'm just using this salt spray because it's going to make it feel that little bit gritty. It's going to look like you just come out the sea. It's going to give you that texture and that movement throughout the hair. If you're using like something like a leave-in daily conditioner, you can tell them, look, this is going to really help the overall feel and look and condition of your hair. It's going to smooth everything out. It's going to make it look healthy with a slight shine. Really understand what you're doing. And organically, if you love the products that are in your shop, you should organically be able to sell the products without even pushing them onto your client. Place them, the clients will see it. Talk about the products you're using. And if you're not enthusiastic about the products you're using, they're the wrong products for you, and come and see me and I'll send you out some insight, because I'm enthusiastic about insight because the products are amazing. So that is basically a Pro Tools 101 on product placement, product knowledge, and how that is going to impact your business in 2025. Just a quick tip there, place it in front of your client, and honestly, you will see revenue skyrocket. So we're going to go on to a quick Q&A now. And the first one we've got is, how do I get better at social media, and what do I use to filming content? So the only way I would say about getting better at social media is do it. You can go on courses, you can go on courses that will give you a better insight into social media. I'm actually going up to see the 1 Minute Barber, which is Michael Home, in June, I think at the end of June. And I'm going to do some education with him on some editing these YouTube videos, because I think he's absolutely incredible. Like, what he's done within such a short space of time, which is within like 5 years, he has created this community, this global platform, and the videos are so educational. He always says that they're more for beginners, but honestly, even if you are top tier barber, I honestly believe you can look at these videos and go, do you know what? Maybe I haven't done that before. Maybe I haven't done this before. You have to go in with an open mind, and I think his educational videos are top tier, and they help everybody, and that's what I want to do. I want to be better at doing videos for my YouTube channel, for my community and everything. And I just think if you don't invest in yourself, and you don't, and I am trying to learn, but if you don't invest in yourself, you're never going to get any better. So top tips, do as much as you can, make as much content, because it's definitely going to help you in the long run. And the more you do, the better you're going to get. It's like anything. And maybe invest in a program or some sort of online education where you can learn different bits of content creation. And honestly, I use a lot of my phone to record everything on. I've got the brand new iPhone, and the camera's amazing. You can get a DJI Osmo Pocket 3. They're incredible. It's like a little handheld camera. I'm actually going to get one of them. Other people use big DSLRs, which are the big handheld cameras. But for me, the iPhone works perfect, and I'm going to get that new DJI. So that's what I would say. So when will we have barbering regulations? I personally don't think we will have barbering regulations within the UK. I've said this many times before, but you're going to put a lot of people out of business. You're going to put a lot of, you're going to take a lot of money going into the government already if you bring in regulations. And fortunately, that's just my stance on it. I do believe that we need it, but just because we need something, see that? Didn't even realize that happened. Just because we need something doesn't mean we're going to get it. And unfortunately, I just don't believe barbering regulations are coming anytime soon. So have you ever used a guard 16? No, I do see the fact that you can get high guards. I think the biggest guard I've ever seen is about 10, and that was a while. But I've never used a guard 16. I wouldn't even know what you use that for. Maybe potentially running through somebody's beard, keeping it long, but you don't walk into a barbershop and go, oh, I'll have a number 16 on top. That's got to be well long. I wouldn't even know what that is. But yeah, never used a guard 16. So do you use QuickBooks for running your barbershop? I don't use QuickBooks. A lot of businesses who are similar to me do. I think it is good. I haven't looked into it because I don't want to pay for it, but I do all my accounting myself. Obviously, I've got an accountant that I send it all off to be checked, but I do all my accounts on Excel spreadsheets. That's just always worked for me. So QuickBooks isn't necessary, but it is very time consuming doing the Excel spreadsheets. And probably QuickBooks makes that a little bit easier, probably for your accountant as well, but it's not something I've used. So best place to get a ring light. You can see the ring lights behind me. I've got one, two, I've probably got 5 in here. You know, you can see that one behind me as well. Look, there's 4 that you can see. And I've got 1 over here. So I always use Neewer, which is Neewer. They're the best ones on the market. Go for something like a 7,200 or 7,000 lumens, because if you can get up to that really white light, that's really good. But you want something with a reddish light that you can like mix in between the two. So predominantly white with a little bit of red thrown in there. Neewer, a good one. If you go direct to the website, they're doing deals on all the time. Once you buy one, they will send you offers and discounts as well. And personally, Neewer are the best. I wouldn't really use anything else, in all honesty with you. Neewer, I've never had a problem with them, and I recommend all my staff. You see the arms that we put them on the wall with though, you don't get them from Neewer. You have to order them separately from Amazon, but make sure you get a sturdy one. Those arms cost me about 70 quid each. So you may be looking at 200 if you want to put it on the wall. That's with the ring light and the wall bracket, but you know, the stand that comes with it is amazing as well. So Neewer all the way. Don't go and waste your money. They last long, great warranty on it, and yeah, they're just the industry standard really. So that's it today, guys. I hope you've had a great show. I really enjoyed today, as always. Got a busy day now on in the shop, and I will see you all next Monday for our next update. So take care, and I'll see you guys later.